Today we are doing the Starry Night from the Solar System series. You will need a piece of watercolor paper. I have mine cut to 3 by 4. Of course, you can make yours any size that you want. And you will need your watercolor paint supplies. There's no drawing in this one, it's all just painting. And I also have white acrylic paint that I used to splat some of the stars at the end. And I believe that is all that I need to tell you to get prepped. Okay, let's have a beautiful time creating a starry night. All right, we're gonna move on to the night sky. And once again, I have this puppy taped right to the table. But we're gonna do this night sky. Let me hold that up for you so you can see it. Can you see the colors? It's gonna be beautiful. Okay, we're gonna have our brushes very wet, putting a good amount of water in here. I have this purple here that's like a, see what that looks like in my little spot there? It's like a fuchsia. That's a mixture of blue and red. I know purple is blue and red, but it has a little more red than just the purple you usually have on your palette. And this is actually gonna go at the bottom of our sky. And see how I have a lot of water in there? Because this is gonna be another one of all of these space and starry sky projects are going to be where the paint and the water ratio, it's like it pools together. So it's kind of an unpredictable outcome. See them start to pull together. Swimming in space. And then when they meet in the middle, you're gonna get start to see a purple, more purple than fuchsia. What you do is you get water on your brush, you get your white watercolor paint really, really wet. We want a decent amount of water on here. And you want a decent amount of water and paint on your brush. I'm just using that same, this is a number 2 brush, if somebody was wondering what size I've been using. But you can use any size for this part. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold my finger like this, and I'm gonna hold my finger still, but I'm gonna tap my brush. My finger is going to be the thing that causes impact so that my paint sprays all over my sky. It's unpredictable. You have no idea where it's going, but as you play around with impact, how hard you're hitting your finger, angles, things of that nature, how much water, how much paint, you'll figure something out that's super cool. Nifty neato, it works. The other thing you can do, if you're wanting to do a specific constellation in your sky, is you can just take the tip of your brush and plop in little stars. I'm going to show you how to do the little trees. I'm a little mini cam here. I'm just going straight for the black watercolor. I added my water to the top. I'm getting a nice thick brush of, some things you do watered down, some things you do with more paint than water. I know you're all just kind of getting the hang of that. So that probably made total sense to you. But do you see how I have my little brush just pointed upwards? This is very simple. See how I'm making a tree line by just taking my little tip and boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Boom! Got myself a fancy little tree line going on there. Then we'll go back in and we'll pull that paint down, but right now we're just working on the tree line. Line of pine trees. Just using the black. And go back in with your paint and your water. Don't want that. I want to blend out, that line that was there. One big silhouette. So I'm going back in, just making sure there's not that weird line from where I left my earth earlier when I was pulling my tape off.